Well, hey, welcome back to my channel, Divine Vibes. I want to say thank you to everybody that has watched my videos. I know some of y'all don't know me by speaking knowledge, y'all know me by creating. But I wanted to talk today and to let y'all know this is like my passion. I've been doing this. A lot of y'all don't know me. Um, you don't know me. A lot of other people know me by creating. I'm a creator. I'm an artist. As you can see, I'm in the background. I have a lot of things I'm doing. But I wanted to talk to y'all today about, and it's something that has always kind of bothered me for a while. And it's like, why, and this is not for everybody. So this message might not, is not going to resonate with everybody because some of us already know that heaven is within inside of us, and we know that the divine is inside of us. We know that the kingdom is inside of us. We know all these things are inside of us. There is nothing on the outside of you. Everything that you need is literally inside of you. And I mean literally inside of you. So, um, what I want to speak on today, and I had to do it because Spirit kept talking. I'm over here studying. I'm in between. I'm studying, I'm going over here, I'm creating, or whatever. But I want to talk to y'all today about heaven is within. God is within. The kingdom is within. The church is within. It's not anywhere on the outside of you. So, me and Spirit was sitting here talking, and I just had to, I said, I don't understand. Why are people waiting to die, to go be with God? And we all know, some of us know, that the divine, I say the divine, that works for me. Some of y'all say God, some say Jesus, whatever. All of it's inside of you. Jesus too, the Christ, all of that. And I'm going to explain something because I don't want anyone to think that I am here to stroke anybody's ego. I'm not. I have been searching for knowledge for a very long time. And I'm going to say, even when I was a little girl, I was always searching for knowledge. I could pick up on what was right and what was wrong reading. And I remember when I used to ask my mom, well, Mom, well, where did this, where did Cain get a wife from if it was only, Adam, Eve, Cain, and Abel? And as we grow up, and give thanks to my mama, because she laid the foundation. She did put the foundation there, for me to know, about the Creator and how to show love and how to be understanding. She showed me a lot of those things. So, it say, ask and it shall be given unto you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open unto you. Right? And I always kept that with me because I was seeking, asking, for the knowledge. And I saw myself going different routes, right? I'm going different routes. I come across, being a Nuwapian, give thanks, because it taught me a lot of things too. And other people that I used to follow and listen to, and also reading on my own. So I came to the realization that there's nothing on the outside of you. I mean, when I say nothing, you should not be worshiping anything. Nothing. If anything, you should be going within and go sit with your higher self, the divine, your whole spiritual team. I call it my council. I coincide to my council. But I never understood why people was waiting to die to go to heaven. When the scripture truly says, and even Jesus said this, that the kingdom of heaven is inside of you, it's within you. So why are we still looking for a kingdom on the outside of ourselves? And I remember talking to my brother this not too long ago, and he was saying how, the kingdom, it's going to be a new heaven and a new earth. Yeah, for those that get off of the lower frequencies, and some of us is already there, because we're looking for something physical. My God, we're looking for something physical to come out the sky and come and save us from all this misery. And I hate to say it now, and I'm going to say it. Give thanks. It's nothing coming to get you. Nothing. One thing that I do know is that lots of times we do not want to do the work. We don't want to do the work to get ourselves in heaven. And I ain't talking about a place far off. In here. Everything is inside of this vehicle. The casual body, so they say. The clothes. We don't want to do the work. And being here on this planet, well, we're going to say in this realm, it's a lot of wants. Earth is a lower plane. You got wants, you got needs, you got wants, desires, sensations, emotions. So you have all these things that you want on this plane. We're not supposed to be wanting anything, because we have everything that we need. We got food, which is the knowledge for our spirit. We got clothes, okay, and we also got the food on the outside, which is the fruits, the vegetables. But the real food is the knowledge. Then we have clothes, right? Come on now. So the spirit that you're housing in, because see, we got it twisted. It's the body inhabiting the spirit. It's kind of backwards. But you have clothes. Your spirit has a home. And you have shelter. You're all of that. Now, we know that they created this reality. A lot of this stuff most of it's not real. But we can't see that because we're on a low vibrational plane. So we can't see that this is not real. All you looking at is billions and trillions and quadrillions of atoms into one thing. But I promise you, if you do this exercise, right? I think I was about 14 or 15 years old when I did this exercise. I sat in a room and I stared at the wall. I didn't look nowhere else and stared at this one spot and kept staring, and everything in the room disappeared. And I know I got a beautiful mind. Yes, I have a lot of knowledge. But I'm going to bring it slowly because I know a lot of people are going to say, you're going against God and this and that. No, trust me, honey. Me and God, we like this. Me and the divine, we close. I got a whole spiritual team. I got my ancestors. I got a whole cosmic team. I'm trust me. I'm definitely rocking with the divine. But what is the problem is that your spirit wants to eat. It wants to be fed. Not the same thing that they've been talking about for years. The same thing. Your spirit is tired of that because it knows the truth. And I know some of y'all can relate with me on this. That our spirit wants food. It wants real food. It needs knowledge. So it can grow and it can, do what it needs to do. But then the body, this vehicle we in, also needs food. Fruits, vegetables, water, exercise. Also, food as well for your spirit is meditation. Because see, a lot of times we don't want to do the work because it is a lot of work. Everybody wants to go to heaven. Like my brother sent me this thing and he says, oh, everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody wants Jesus. I rock with Jesus. If you understood or understand that Jesus is in you. The Christ is in everyone. It just depends if you want to invite it in and accept it. But it is a way that you got to do this thing. Because as long as you're on a lower level, using the lower mind, not the higher mind, you're going to always find yourself wanting things on the outside of you. As they call it, a high. And we could be speaking about drugs. You could be speaking about that you just got to go to your, to other people and ask questions that's not going to tell you the truth. Because this plane that we're on, this is basically, as they call it, hell. Because of the wants and desires. You got to think about it. Our spirit had to, it's in the body. Think about it. Before you got into a body, you was somewhere else. You was not here. You didn't have to use the bathroom. You didn't have to eat. You didn't have to drive a car. You didn't have to work. You didn't have to get mad. But something happened to where now we're in a body. So this flesh wants every daggone thing. You know, I need some chocolate. And I like chocolate. I like dark chocolate, like the real cocoa. But in my video previous to this, I was telling y'all about my healing journey. And see, you can't go around this thing. You just can't. Healing is very important. Jesus said you got to, only a child can enter into heaven. A little child, little children. Because, see, as adults, we know it all. And we are so conditioned to what we've been taught, how we see things to be true, or whatever the case may be. And I was once there. But one thing that I can say is I always knew something was not right. Somebody is not teaching the right things for the spirits. And see, this type of, I'm going to call it a natural high, because I have a natural high for life. Natural. That lower self try to come in sometime. Oh yeah, go treat yourself. Go and get you some wine. I was like, no. You know what I'm going to do? Go home and drink me some tea. And I drink my tea. We're wanting things. We're in this reality where we're wanting things that is not feeding our spirit. I need y'all to get this thing. It's about your spirit, feeding your spirit, going within. And then you can enter into the gates of heaven. When you do all the cleaning up, you make sure that your heart is weighed to a feather. Shout out to the Egyptians. Kemet. Weighing your heart to a feather. That's why I have feathers. It always reminds me to keep my heart light as a feather. Getting rid of the bags. Getting rid of the trauma. The deceit. And the lies that they told to us. You don't have to wait to die to go to heaven. You are the church. You are the altar. You are the temple. And you have the kingdom inside of you. So it's like, don't wait to die to go to heaven. Go within. Listen, let me tell you something. I was telling y'all about my healing journey. And that's where I found, like, when I say I found myself. Not only did I find myself, but me and the divine, we like this. I say only God can judge me now. Because only God can judge me now. I went inside and did the work. Let me let you know. I went to the pits of hell. Came out with water. Cause I went through the fire. And I don't smell like the smoke. And I'ma forever say that. Because I had to go there. Most of us don't wanna sit here and say that we're both good and evil. That we are both light and darkness. Good and bad. Because we want to blame everything on the devil. The devil ain't bothering nobody. I see people. I see people making decisions to do certain things. That's what I see. I don't see the devil. Because we don't want to look at ourselves. We don't want to look at ourselves. We don't want to sit here and say, well, you know what? I do got darkness in me. I do have things inside of me that I do need to go ahead on the cleanup. Let me go in there. Because I'm telling you, the journey to going within and balancing out all of that. Because there comes a time where your darkness, as they call it, duality, the duals, good and evil, dark and light, gets unbalanced. And when it gets unbalanced, you gotta go in and you gotta get things balanced. You have to go to source, connect, go in there and balance. You gotta become as a child. That's why it's so important to heal your childhood wounds, so you can become that child again. Because only a child can see God. Only a child can enter into the gates of heaven. And I'm all a whole kid right now. I'm telling you, I'm in here and I mean, last night I had such a beautiful time sitting here with my mom and my ancestors. And I'm getting all these ideas and I'm picking up things and I'm like, this is my mom. Her presence is around me. Because my mom, my mama could make anything. When I tell you can pick something up, she can make anything. She had, I'm telling you, like dope. And then other ancestors around me encouraging me. I'm hearing, do this, do that. And I'm doing it. It's work. Nobody's coming to take you out of your misery. No, we don't like being on this plane. I'm not going to say planet. I'm going to say plane. Because that's how they messed everybody up. They added the T on the end. It's plane, not planet. On this plane. You got to do the work. It's like, let's go back into when Moses was trying to get, take the people out of Egypt. And we still in that time now. This is the Bible. What is not speaking about things of the past except for Genesis and what's going on. how we was created. It's deeper. But we want to come out of Egypt, but we don't want to do the work. Everybody want to be free, but they don't want to do the work. A lot of people tired of working. It ain't no different from in the Bible. They was crying out. People are tired of working. And we're going to be honest, being a slave. My God. And we can be slaves to many of things. Listen. I'm going to do a video on that too. No, it's not easy when you got to transition from what you've been taught, what you have been grown up to, grew up to feel as truth. And then all of a sudden you got to change everything that you learned and to relearn again. You have to do that because your spirit needs to eat. You don't have to die to go to heaven. Everybody want to be free. It's work to be free. When you got to free your whole spirit. My God, when you got to free your whole spirit, it's a lot of work. And it's a lot of tearing down the ego. It's a lot of tearing down your perspective on how you see things. You got everything you need. You're not supposed to be attached to nothing. And we think that because we have these beautiful things that, yeah, I'm blessed. And yeah, we are all blessed. But never be attached to these things. And don't think that you rocking with God because you got all these things. God does not work on a material level. The divine does not work on a material level. I never understood why they will always say, you got to give this and give that. Or you be cursed. But that's not what that scripture was saying. And don't worry, we got time. I got time. Because this is another part of me that y'all don't know. And for those of you that is watching this and know me, you never seen this side of me. As they call it, I'm with the shits. Yeah, I'm with it. Because I'm not stroking nobody's ego. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what is given to me to give to you. You have everything you need. You have food, you have clothes, you have shelter. We're still in Egypt, y'all. We're still in Egypt. Pharaoh or Moses say, let my people go. That's inside of you as well. Your whole spirit like, listen, I'm tired. Everybody's sitting on their job. I could be at home with my own business. I remember working at Burger King. And I remember sitting there. And this was some time ago. I remember sitting there and I'm like thinking about how much everything in their store costs and how much they pay people an hour. Because you got to think about how they're stealing from you. Oh my God, we got a whole video on this because we're going to tap into all of this. How they stealing time. But you out here buying time when you are the time. But we want to time travel. We ain't supposed to be in these cars. We're not supposed to be in these cars. That's another way how they stealing time from us. We're not supposed to be in these cars. We're going to tap in. My God, we're going to tap in. I got the downloads. We got to tap in. Stop waiting to die to go to heaven. Do what you're supposed to do here. Clean up. Clean up. Go within so you can connect to that source. So you can, guess what? Bing. Because he said, no man. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man can come into the Father but by me. Let that sink in. Everything is dealing with you. Come on now. Everything is dealing with you. There is nothing on the outside of you. Everything. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man can come unto the Father but by me. When you go in and you start tearing down those walls and breaking down those lies and getting all that junk out of you, my God, get it out of you. Because you're in darkness. Listen, I was found in darkness. Do you know what that means? Trauma, hurt, pain, low self-esteem, not loving myself. It's a lot of things that we have inside of us. That when you're found in darkness, that's not a bad thing being chosen. I'm chosen. I have no problem with letting the world know that I am a chosen one. And being chosen is not a title. It's not a title. It's not, oh yeah, I'm chosen. Yeah, we're the chosen ones. It's work. Because you have something here to do. And the more that you try to get away from it, guess what? You're just making your life a living hell. Because you're chosen. They say many are called, but few are chosen. I am chosen. And I'm okay with being chosen. Actually, I love it. Because I get to come out of my shell. I ain't in that bubble no more. God doggone it, I ain't in the bubble no more. I get to shine my light to the world. I told you I had to go in and get this light. I had to go. And when I went in the darkness, I'm going to tell you right now, to go in there and deal with those things. And no, none of us want to say that. Oh, well, it's no darkness in me. I go to church all the time and I do this and do that. Yes, you do. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be doing the same thing that you're doing. To be celibate? I'm not having sex with anybody. I don't even have the urge because I'm cutting soul ties and I'm cleaning up and I'm calling back all my god doggone energy. Run that back. Thank you. It's work. Being chosen is this is not no walk in the park, but it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful experience. And if this is not resonating with you, that's it's okay. It's just not your time yet. And I learned to have patience with people because when it's not your time, it's just not your time yet. See, I knew that I was here for a purpose. At the time, I didn't really know, but when Spirit had me go all the way back, I had to go retrograde. I had to go back. And I had to look at everything. And I'm like, my God, people are still waiting to die to go be with the Father, so they say. He said, I sit on the right hand of the Father. Boy, if you knew what that meant, you'd get yourself together. Because that heart, my God, that heart, huh? That heart is serious. You gotta love. And that's what the world's missing. A lot of love. We don't want to love. Unconditionally love. And I'm not saying, oh yeah, love them and still let them do what they do to you. No. Understand them. Understand them. Because if they haven't done the work, and this could help y'all too, if they have not done the work, then you can see why they're still doing the things that they're doing. You can really see that. And so it'll help you understand what's going on. I'm real close to Jesus. Like we cool, we tight. I don't gotta sit up here and do the things, and I'm not gonna speak the way you speak. No. We're all different. But it's time now that we start cleaning up so we can enter into the gates of heaven, as they say. Become a little child. You got to heal all that. You got to tackle all those things. And guess what? I don't want to know what you're dealing with. That's between you and the God in you. Because I had to go in real deep. Sorry about that. Y'all don't like my boobs showing. I'll fix that. But I don't like um I don't want to sit here and lie to you. Because if I do that, then that means I'm just like everybody else. Going with the norm. I'm not. Never have, and I never will go with the norm. Never had to go with the norm, and I never will. So, you got to become as a child. Think about when you was a child. When you was a child, you was just, you didn't care. You could have been chunky, skinny, whatever. Your pants high waters, your shoes got holes in them. You just a love bug. You just enjoying life. You had no burdens. You had no traumas. So the goal is, this is the goal. The goal is the path. That's the only goal. Another goal is the same way you entered here into this realm. You want to return back the same way. Because along the way, we started picking up on habits and this and that and wants and needs and wants. I ain't gonna say needs because we got our needs. Wants, desires. We got dirty. That's why I tell people, my light. Don't touch me. I'm sparkly clean now. Nope, don't touch. Don't touch me. And I tell people that a lot. Don't touch me. I'm white as snow now. I'm clean. And you want to get like that. You want to get clean. I'm talking about, and I ain't talking about on the outside. And I ain't talking about people wanting to see you doing all these things so they can say, oh yeah, so and so and so. But you know it for a fact that you clean on the inside. Clean on the inside, clean on the outside. Clean on the inside, clean on the outside. Yes. I'm trying to tell you, it's deep. This is deep. This reality that they created, they knew what we was made out of. They knew it. And they had to find ways to use the body. Nothing works without the body, y'all. Nothing. Nothing works without the body. Nothing. It's an agreement, and you have to agree to these things. And lots of times we are agreeing when you don't have to agree. So everybody's trying to come out of Egypt again. That's your lower self. Come out of your wants. Come out of your desires, your lies, your deceits, adultering and all that stuff. We all been we all been guilty of it, all of us. But now it's time to clean up. You got to clean up. You got to go inside and clean that thing up. You got to clean it up. So your heart is weighed to a feather. Now I have a feather over there. I have a feather in my room. I have a feather in my truck, and I always touch it. So I rub my hand on it to always keep my heart weighed to a feather. To never. No, we don't want to do that because Jesus is all love. And that's why you got to start from the root chakra. And you start working your way up till you hit that heart. Boom. Because, see, I was cracked open. And when you get cracked open, ain't no going back. You already open. It's like, boom, I'm here. God had to crack me open. The most beautifulest thing ever. I never felt so in tuned, aligned, joy. When I get up, I'm going to meet the sun. My birds is talking to me, and we talking back. Like this morning, it was about what, I ain't go to bed till about what, 4 o'clock, but the birds was out telling me they love me. I'm like, hold on now. I said, I love you too, and you my friend. Then they talking back to me. I said, no, I was your friend first. And we're talking. Because when you start doing this, when you start really in tuning with yourself and with nature, a lot of us don't even want to go in nature. I'm not going out there. I'm not going in no woods. Bugs are going to be crawling on me. Those bugs is God. Crawl on me. I don't care. Crawl on me all you want to. And that's another thing. You got to get in tune with nature. You got to be grateful. You got to, Lord, listen, my God. Thank you, Spirit. You got everything you need. Your spirit. You have everything you need. You a spirit in the body, or your body is in the spirit. It just created clothes. You got your clothes on now. Some people like their clothes. People are changing their clothes, getting extra breasts, booties, and facial structures, and whatever else. I'm not here to judge no one, but I like my clothes. My clothes are absolutely fine with all the dents and extra this and extra that. I love it. But you have what you need. Stop waiting to die to go to heaven. It's already here in you. When you can figure that out, and when you can really tap in to who you are, then you would know that all you got to do is go within. Everything I need is already inside of me. Everything. You need counsel? Go within. Because I'd be like, oh, hold up, I need counsel. You're feeling bad? You got this bad energy on you? Go within. You need to talk? You got issues? Some things going on? Go within. You don't know if you should buy this certain thing or not buy this certain thing or whatever. Go within. And I want y'all to go within, and I want you to start. If y'all have not, and this is for the ones, like I said, this message is not for everybody, because a lot of us already know this, and some people don't. But you gotta go in. You gotta clean up, so you can be in the light. See, I'm in the light. I'm light. I'm light. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm in the light. I fought for this light. I'm trying to tell you, it wasn't easy. It was not. And it's a lot more other things, because see, it's not just about, it's just not that cleansing, going within, healing, that's one thing, because that's going to knock out a lot. Dealing with your karmic cycle, bam, yes, I'm all for it. Let's do it. We cleaning up some more? Oh yeah, let's go. I'm all for it. Another thing before I get off of here, it's going to be hard for a lot of y'all. It's going to be very hard. Jesus said he came. They said he came amongst his own people, and they denied him. Jesus is coming unto all of y'all within, and I ain't talking about in no building. I'm not talking about nobody laying hands on you. That's another thing you gotta stop doing, is letting people touch you and putting their intentions on you. That's a spirit as well. Everybody is a spirit. You don't know what they got going on inside of them, because it's real easy for us to portray this face. I'm gonna come a little closer to you. It's real easy for us to portray this face like everything is okay. I did it. But inside I was hurting because I wanted to heal. But I had to keep moving. I kept moving, kept going, kept going, kept going, kept going, kept going, kept going. Until something happened to me. And I said, that's it. It's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with going within. I promise you, it's nothing wrong with going within. It's nothing wrong with dealing with you. What, you know, a lot of times we don't want to deal with ourselves. Lord have mercy. we got a whole bunch of stuff going on inside of us. We don't want to deal with that mess. We don't want to deal with it. But I promise you, deal with it. Deal with all of it. Tackle these things so you can, you can get closer to the divine. You can be one. Because no man can come unto the Father but by him. So once you start tackling those things, you got to do your work too. You got to go into the wilderness and going deep into the forest, which is within you. You got to do it. It's nothing wrong. I promise you. It's nothing wrong with tapping into you. Tapping in. Because ain't nothing coming out the sky. Yeah, new heaven and new earth, you got daggone right. You. If y'all understood what that means. My God. New heaven and a new earth. I need for y'all to, embrace these times that we're in right now. Because this whole war thing is dealing with you. It's not an actual war. That stuff that they're doing. The real war is you. That's the real war, Armageddon. It's you. Dealing with you. It's coming from the lower planes of you and emerging with the higher self, the higher plane of you. Emerging with Jesus. And then you can go and sit in the kingdom with God. Some of us can't even get access inside. Because we ain't doing the work. Everybody want to come out of Egypt, but they don't want to do the work. They complained and complained and complained. But nobody want to do the work. It's a lot of work. It's a ton of work. You got to do the work. That's the only way you're going to get it. You got to do the work. You got to. You have to do the work. It's not easy. It's really, really, really not easy. But you can do it. Trust the process. And if you feel like, maybe let me go inside. Probably there's some things in there I need to clean up. Let me go. Because we are both good and evil. I ain't never seen the devil do nothing. What I have seen is people, spirits. So yeah, you don't have to wait to die to go to heaven. Start cleaning up inside of you so you can enter into the kingdom. Everything's in here. This is a lie. This ain't nothing but a trillion, kabillion, billion atoms holding a structure. We are all one big organism. So tap in. Stop waiting to die to go to heaven. It is heaven here on earth. And we're going to break down the heaven on earth. But I had to do this because I had to do this video because Spirit was speaking to me outside, and I'm like, ooh. You got your food, your clothes, your shelter, knowledge, food, clothes, skin, and your spirit has a shelter. You have everything you need. Everything is in you. It's not nowhere on the outside. Yeah, we live in these houses, but that's our way of escaping us. So, tap in. Like, when I tell you, I'm going to shine my light. You see that light behind me? You see that light? You see that light? That's my light. That's my light. Yeah, but we gotta tap in. Gotta stop being like that. Cut it out. Because I promise you're gonna be very disappointed. In our spirit, never. Like, you never die. I want y'all to understand this. You never die. Your spirit goes where it goes. But the body returns back to the earth. And guess what? The trees feed off the bodies. So you're always living on forever. We're breathing in dead people. We're surrounded by them. Spirits. If you could understand, you never die. Like my mama, when she had passed away, she passed on and they came and took her. Everything happened the same way. Me and my baby brother, we ride down the street. I'm crying. What am I going to do without mama? What are we're supposed to do now? Because I didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I've been around my mama all my life. And I remember my mama asking me, what are you going to do without me? You've been around me your whole life. What are you going to do without me? And I didn't know how to answer that question. I really didn't know how to answer it. I didn't. And I found myself going out and trying to do this thing without my mama. And the beautiful thing about it is I never stopped trusting in the divine. And I knew that my mom was with me. I knew it. I knew she was with me. And she with me now. We talked all last night, chilling. She's showing me how to do certain things. I'm trying to. See, the thing is, it's not actual words. It's visions. It's like they're showing you certain things, and then sometimes it could be little things, but It's like we know how to interpret it. You know, when it comes through. But you never die. Live. And the thing is, we're not living. You're not breathing. You're out here, high blood pressure. You can't control yourself because the line taking too long. The people going in and out your lanes. Time travelers, they ain't staying in their lanes. Everybody's on a rush. Nobody wants to sit and breathe. Just live. Just be. I'm trying to tell you, doing all this, it really helped me to breathe. Even when I know I'm around certain people that I really don't like, but I gotta, kind of compromise, gotta do what I gotta do. Because I gotta go in the store. I don't really like being around people a whole lot. But I breathe through everything. And I feel my spirit in my body. I feel that electricity, that drive, that. So I'm telling you, stop. You ain't stop. Don't wait to die. Get it right now. So you get it right now. If you get it now, you can be having heaven on earth. Because it is, new kingdom. You on earth. So, I hope that this message has resonated with some of you all, and if it did, y'all go ahead on and hit the subscribe button, comment, share, and leave a message. Like, we can communicate. I'm okay with that. We can communicate. But no more waiting to die. No more waiting to die to go to heaven. Start doing your work. Start working on yourself. Start doing the work so you can enter into heaven. It's no place on the outside of you. It's just not. Nothing. It's not. Everything's inside of you. Everything is in you. It's not nowhere else. My God, it's not. I'm just crunk right now. It's what time is it? 12:09. You don't have to die to go to heaven. You don't have to wait to die. Yeah. All right, you guys. I just really had to go ahead on and speak that out. Spirit was like, yeah, do the video. So I did it. And I want y'all to really, 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 do the work. Come from working with your lower self to coming to your higher self, the higher planes. Because we're so trapped, in this reality that isn't real. Yeah, we might use certain things here and there to get this thing across, which we should do anyway. But you don't have to be connected and holding on to these things and can't detach, and you just gotta have. Remember, food for the spirit, knowledge for the body, fruits, vegetables, water, baths. The spirit, shelter, being within the body clothes the flesh. You have everything that you need. Anything other than that is a burden. And that's what we have done to ourselves. We have put a lot of burdens on ourselves. And that also, thank you, Spirit, that also took me back to when Jesus said, carry your own cross. Everybody got to bear their own cross. I bared mine. That was all that trauma and all those things. I bared it. I took everything, laid it there. Inside of me, I went to God with. Look, the whole team was there. Like, I'm gonna do this thing. I don't care. I'm not giving up on it, and I didn't because being out when I was sleeping in my car. And I'm still in transition. God had to take things away from me to show me the truth. Truth. Like my girls say, truth. Had to show me the truth about all of this. It really showed me really all I needed. And it wasn't all those things that I had. That's why I said I'm keeping all my clothes at a minimum, because I don't want a whole lot of stuff. I don't want to be carrying a whole bunch of stuff. Because I ain't just clean out my inside. I ain't clean my spirit up. I clean everything. And I keep it at a minimum. So, thank you. Like I said, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I don't know when I'm going to go live, but I am going to go live soon. I've just been in here doing some work, and then, I'll be in here studying, and then I'll be in my own world, isolation again. But it's coming. It's time. The time coming. I'm coming out. It's like, come out of hiding. So, yeah, as you can see, I'm showing my face. I'm on live. I'm doing cameras, So, yeah, I'm coming out. Because I got a whole testimony to share. A whole testimony. So, I love you guys. I truly, truly, truly love you. And do the work. Do it. Because we need it. That's the only way you're going to get it. You're going to get into heaven. Because you don't sit here and lie to yourself. See, that's the thing. We don't want to hear that. So nothing's not going to come and get me out of here. No, they're not. No. So do the work. Do the work. So you can enter into heaven. You got to become a kid. You got to become a child. You got to clean up. You got to be as if when you was a kid. You ain't have all this stuff on you. You didn't have all these things. You didn't. So you got to get back to that. And that's mostly, kind of what he's saying. Yeah, get back. So I love y'all, like I do. And thank you for watching. Like I said, please hit the subscribe button. Share, comment, and just tell me, like, how you feel about things, because a lot of times we want to speak on these things, but we don't want to think that we're going against God. You're never going to go against God if you come within. You're going against God going on the outside of yourself. You're going against God not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're going against God, which is going against yourself. Yeah. So like I said, to next time, for my chosen ones and the ones that don't even know that they're chosen yet. Let's keep keeping things going, cleansing, Still cleaning up. Still, walking our path. Stay in my lane, and I stay in my lane. My lane. There's nothing. Nobody's in my lane. The path is clear. I'm staying in my lane. Yeah. So let's do that. And I love y'all. And till next time. Peace.